Hello everyone, Dan KBG Kune Physiology. More today is day 6 of gaining maximal strength. So, what are some other ways to gain maximal strength? Honestly, by increasing what's called your lactic acid threshold or your lactate threshold. That does not just refer to running and cardiovascular training. You also have a lactic acid threshold or lactate threshold when it comes to strength training. Okay, one great way to do that I found and that I know other people have found is combining or adding pull-ups. Now, if you're not able to do pull-ups, do lat pull-downs to work up to that. The reason I say that because doing bodyweight exercises and or even with weights, doing pull-ups, until you actually do more of them, you're not going to realize how much lactic acid buildup comes into play and how much it can increase that lactate threshold or the ability to dissipate or get rid of lactic acid. Now, what is lactic acid? Lactic acid is what builds up in your muscles because your muscles can only produce so much sugar, glycogen, or sugars at one time. It can only produce so much oxygen at one time. So this lactic acid, what happens is when you work your muscles, especially to a higher intensity, what happens is, your body runs out of that glycogen or the sugars. Your body runs out of oxygen. Then this lactic acid comes in and it floods it. But the more you adapt your body to the rigors of intense exercise, the more your body will be able to, even with low glycogen stores or low oxygen levels, the more your body will adapt and be able to take over that lactic acid and dissipate it. Now, it's never going to completely go away, obviously, with your training. The harder more intensity you train, the harder it's going to become, and the more difficult the training is going to be. But when you increase your lactate threshold, that is going to help really enhance your maximal strength because you're going to be able to push yourself harder. And that's what I want to touch base on today, is pushing yourself. If you're just maintaining, it's great. You're probably doing some strength training. You're probably doing some cardiovascular training. And that's great. I'm very proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. However, if you are not pushing yourself, if you're just maintaining, you've been doing the same amount of push-ups, same amount of pull-ups, running the same amount of distance for, 3 weeks, 3 years, whatever it may be, 6 months, okay, then you are not going to get to that next level. You've got to be pushing yourself. You've got to be pushing yourself, and you've got to be pushing yourself. Even little by little. Do, 5 extra push-ups. 5 extra pull-ups. Do 1 extra push-up. Go 1 extra block as far as you're running. Go 1 extra mile as far as you're biking. Whatever it may be, we must continue to push ourselves. Those little increments will add up over time. They may not seem like it with it, these few days I've been pushing myself and nothing's happened. Oh, this week, this 2 weeks. Yeah, you may not notice that soon, but eventually you will notice. And then next thing you know, boom, it hits you like a ton of bricks. And it's like, you know what? Damn, I'm glad I did that. It may not have seemed like much at the time, but now that I've been continuously doing it and being consistent, then you are going to see the results that you want to see and achieve the results you want to achieve. I'm going to go more in-depth tomorrow. Going to give you some training sessions and obviously, like always, a challenge on the final day. So let's get out there, stay motivated, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there. Let's go smash punch. Kick that like button. Just don't break it. Let's get out there and do something. Do more than what you did yesterday. Pick your ass up today and push yourself. Let's go.